State after being caught in a freak wind gust. Peter Morris with more.
For hot air balloon pilot Chris Dewhurst, it was just another morning's flying with a last-minute change of arrangements.
This is obviously unusual, but it was safe enough, so I put it down in here as a preventative measure. I had about 30 minutes of fuel left. I don't like to keep flying into my reserve fuel, so if I've got some fuel left, that much fuel left, I'll land it.
The balloon was heading for Middle Park when an onshore breeze suddenly pushed it over the factories at Port Melbourne.
Passengers say the balloon's unscheduled touchdown was definitely an experience they'll never forget.
We're just hanging up there for ages, and then all of a sudden the guy yells out, "Grab this rope," and throws down the rope, and we come crashing down, and that's where we landed.
Pretty scary, pretty scary. The landing was the worst. We bumped about twice when we hit the ground and we bounced up again and bang down again. But otherwise, it was all right.
No, it was pretty cool, actually, when it come down. Yeah, it was just a different landing, that's all.
As quickly as the balloon had hit the ground, it was in the back of its trailer and the 10 passengers heading off for breakfast.
Well, this was meant to be like something for we'd remember Melbourne, and we definitely will.
Peter Morris, 10 News.
Dramatic tests underway in America could solve what many aviation experts...
Which the balloon was forced to put down in a Port Melbourne street just metres from the freeway.
This hot air balloon flight started off as routine when it left Royal Park with 10 passengers in the basket.
Showing them what's going to happen when they land.
But things changed once they were aloft sightseeing. As they headed to a park at Port Melbourne after 1.5 hours in flight, a wind change forced new plans.
We just started to get a sea breeze developing at the end of the flight, so I needed to put the balloon down somewhere nice and safe.
The streets of Port Melbourne, in an area surrounded by factories, became the target. These dramatic pictures of the landing were taken by a factory worker who also joined others to catch a line from the basket to help drag it down onto a nature strip just metres from the Westgate Freeway.
What we think when you're heading towards the freeway?
Just land the thing before we get there.
We said get in your crash position, so we sort of grabbed on.
Next thing you know, we just bounced and we sort of went up and hit that building on the way up again, and then bounced the second time we landed.
It was an 84th birthday present Bill Shearer will never forget.
It was cute. I want to do it all my life.
Pilot Chris Dewhurst says he had about 30 minutes of fuel left when he brought the balloon down here. This sort of landing happens once in every 100 flights.
We don't commonly land in a place like this. We would normally land on a regular landing site.
Mark O'Brien, 7 Nightly News.